All right, this is what did not make the cut as our top story, and that is brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports. If you are looking for the original motorcycle, talking about the Indian motorcycle, just check them out off of County Line Road and
Santa Fe?
Santa Fe!
All right, more on Faried. Does not believe that big roster changes need to happen at all. No reason to blow this thing up and just toss in a grenade.
And the next episode of Oprah, Delusion. How you deal with your daily life. What is he talking about? Has he watched this team play while he's on the bench? This team screams for change,
right?
Both from leadership standpoint, personnel standpoint. How many guys are salvageable? Now, I do think Ty Lawson is salvageable. I know people are jumping off that bandwagon. I get it. But for me, his talent, his skill set, if they start running again consistently, he's salvageable. I would have traded Faried. I think he's a wonderful sixth man for somebody. They're paying him to be like a number 3 type star player. He's not that. But how could he not think they need roster change? That is just, they have delusions of adequacy, or he does, to think that they're even close to contending with this roster.
He said big roster changes, and it doesn't mean there needs to be a full-scale rebuild. That's what he said. He knows there has to be some changes.
Okay. Well,
like a guy like J.J. Hickson needs to go.
Well,
that's one guy who needs to go.
I would say when they come back next year, you were talking about 3 holdovers, maybe 4.
Nurkic, they're going to keep.
Right.
Gary Harris, they're going to keep.
Ty, they should keep.
I mean, who's untradeable on this roster?
There's no. I don't think there's anybody on the roster who is untouchable. I think that's clear. So, and even a guy like Ty Lawson, while can be productive on the court, the off-the-court issues, I think, are big enough for me to not trust you, particularly at such an important position on the team, almost a leadership type of position. It'd be difficult for me to trust that guy. I've always leaned towards character guys. You know, can you be a Hall of Fame player without being a character guy? Sure. Lawrence Taylor has proven that, and it's been proven in every single sport. But I think the more character guys that you have in locker room, the better chance for success you have. But to Kenneth Faried's point, what about this team in comparison to a top NBA team? Where's he missing here?
Right.
Because there's so many missing pieces. Why would you not think this team doesn't need to be completely overhauled?
And does that imply, without getting into his head, that he wants to still be here? Because he's played like a guy all season who wants out. Maybe it was just he and Shaw, and that solved it.
They had some serious issues.
No, and I know
if
they
Shaw
did.
was still the head coach,
He'd won out.
Faried absolutely would have gotten shipped out of here. There's no question about that. All right, that segment was brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports. If you're looking for the original motorcycle, there it is, the Indian Classic. Our buddy Jeff is riding high on his Indian Classic, and of course, he got it at Grand Prix Motorsports, located off of County Line Road and
Santa Fe!